And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
Having our own Saturday night dance party.
There
Eric,
we go, man. Welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live. Myself, Eric, and Glenn, we're joining here on the Saturday night, January 18th.
Two men barely alive, but we're here.
Hey, Ray, we're gonna take a look at the FanGraphs tonight, guys. It's gonna be a little bit interesting, and you guys, hey, again, this is all going to be based on FanGraphs. This has nothing to do with what I say or Glenn says. If you want to blame anyone, blame FanGraphs. We are just the messengers. Little Mr. Skank Pants, what's up? Cameron Burrow, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in here before. Welcome.
Tonight, we will be the bearers of bad news. And a bit later on in the show, received a fun little email from my old pal, Al Wong, a big friend of the family here in our chat. And, something very interesting came across his desk this week. He's going to share with us, Eric.
Yeah, it was interesting. What's up, Alex?
You saw it already?
Yeah, because I remember seeing it was actually yesterday that it came out.
All right, so we'll share that later on in the show. But Eric wants to get things started with a little.
We'll get started.
With a little Glenn and Eric aren't responsible for this portion of the broadcast. Maybe is that a good way to put it?
Yeah, how about that? This is FanGraphs. This is something that I saw. It's kind of a little interesting. It's a way that they value the prospects, and we'll take a look at it. You guys can, think what you want. It's up to you guys. What's up, Eugenio Pausilis? Can you phonetically type out how you pronounce your last name? I don't want to mess it up. I'm bad with names, but yes, at least we are not Detroit Lions fans. Wow,
Eugenio Pausilis.
Is it Pausilis?
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Pausilis?
Better Pausilis than syphilis, whatever way you crack it. What's up, Eugenio?
Good
Crazy
God.
Crab Dance. Was that what it was called? Our new intro music on Saturday nights is called the Crazy Crab Dance.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Is it Pausilis?
Pausilis.
Are we saying it correctly? Pausilis.
Pausilis. Throw me a bone. Just say yes.
Oh, man. Hey, last night was a lot of fun, by the way. A lot of fun last night. That was a good show.
Yeah, anytime we get Paul on, I love it.
Yes. Oh, okay. Okay. It's Pausilis, not Pausias.
It's Pausias, not Pausilis.
No, well, he says yes on Pausilis. Turd is saying.
Oh, it's Turd.
Okay, we're going away too deep.
Get it.
We're too much buildup.
Well, let's just call him Eugenio or Genie.
Eugenio. We'll call you Eugenio. There you go.
There you go.
Welcome to the chat, man. Appreciate it. Okay, let's bring this up. Let's get right to it, shall we?
2 feet first.
Yeah. Anyways, last night, a lot of fun. Good stuff. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Again, FanGraphs published yesterday by Eric Logenhagen.
Who?
Logenhagen.
Who? Oh, yeah. Did you catch John Heyman earlier this week, Eric?
We played a couple of clips.
There was a John Heyman interview I found, just randomly came across, and he was talking about Giants stuff. You know what? You know what phrase he used talking about the Giants, Eric?
Let's hear it.
And where do you think he got this one? He was being questioned about, I think it was about, this was before Roki Sasaki, all right? So there was a little Giants, and I was talking about the Giants and how they were. It was right around then because he mentioned the Giants are out, Blue Jays were in, Padres in, and of course we all know where he went, right? And somebody questioned him on the show, and he's been pretty feisty lately, Eric. He got a little snippy, and he goes, "I'm not some teenager in his mother's basement doing a show."
Ooh.
Does it ring familiar? That's my line. That's my
wow.
that's my line. I like, holy cow, where did you get that at?
I think it's kind of a common line. A lot of people say
I have the copyright on that, Eric.
Fair enough.
All right, top prospect time, baby.
Here we go. Written yesterday. Only a few teams that they've hit. Okay, here we go. Bear with me. Below is an analysis of the prospects in the farm system of the San Francisco Giants. Scouting reports were compiled with information provided by industry sources as well as my own observations. Paul, are you out there? Paul! Hey, Paul! Paul! Are you out there, buddy? All right. Let me know if he's... You monitor the chat real quick.
Oh, you want him to come in again?
Well, we may have to get, because again, this is going to have to do with scouting, so to speak, right?
Oh, beautiful. Just up his alley.
A little bit. This is the 5th year we're delineating between 2 anticipated relief roles. Okay, well, I'm not going to get into that. Here. A quick overview of what future value means can be found here. Let's take a look at what that means, guys. Hold on. I know it opened up a new window, so give me a moment here. Just give me a moment. We're talking about FV, future values. Look, it's just a way to measure. We're not doing weird stuff. Okay. Come on. Just bear with us. Here it is. New FanGraphs scouting primer.
Uh-huh.
Let's get into this. What is FV? FV stands for future value. And it's the way we distill each player's scouting evaluation into a single expression. Broadly stated, future value is a grade on the 2080 scale. Hey, where your mom's head at? Gotta balance the smoke. That maps to anticipated annual WAR production during the player's first 6 years of service. Again, remember, WAR, guys. WAR is just an approximation. It's an approximation. Okay? Here we go.
Okay.
But there's also quite a bit of nuance underlying that definition. So let's break it down. 2080 scale is used by scouts in a team analysis to evaluate prospects' individual tools, as well as their entire future projection. The center of the scale is 50, represents major league average, with each whole grade away from 50 representing a standard deviation away from it. Okay? So.
Paul's out of town. Can't help us out tonight.
Oh, get out of here, man. Anyways. Don't mean to yell. Here we go. I broke it down. This is going to be a lot easier to do it this way, guys. Here. So let's do this, guys. Watch. So here. Boom. There you go. There's a little legend for you guys to follow. A little legend. On the right is your hitter, FVs, future values. On the left is pitcher. Okay? So if you look to the right on the hitter, 20 is your organizational guy. 30 is an up and down kind of guy. A 40 is a bench player. 45 is a low-end regular or a platoon. 50, average everyday player. Okay? Average everyday player. 55 is above average.
Okay.
60, all-star. 70, top 10 overall. 80, top 5. Okay? Getting into some crazy stuff. Okay, pitchers over there. 20, organization. 30, up and down. 40, back-end starter. 5th, usually close to 5. 45, you're a 4 to 5 starter. A 50, you're a 4 starter. 55, you're a 3 or a 4. Make it easy. 60, you're a 3. 70, you're a 2. 80, you're a 1. Okay.
So Eric,
okay, got it. Are we clear?
How do we even know? Not clear. How do we even read that thing? What?
So what we want to look at, you see the scouting scale?
Yeah,
that's what we're going to be using. Okay. And we're going to be using it here very shortly. Very shortly.
You take this. Yeah, Tom.
Here we go.
Tom's looking for. He wants me to save him out there. The guys have no idea what you're doing.
Come on, Dave. Come on, guys. You're following me. Come on now. Here we go. So here we go. Here are the Giants' top prospects.
Okay.
Let's just deal with the top 10. Got Bryce Eldridge, Carson Whisenhunt, Josar De Jesus Gonzalez. That guy's got to be kind of. Projecting him yet is a little bit something. Gotcha. James Tibbs III, Trevor McDonald, Carson Seymour, Joe Whitman, Johnny Level, Rainer Arias, and then Reggie Crawford. Okay,
Eric, there's nothing in that top 10 that's out of place to me.
Okay,
maybe 10. Bump them up a few spots, but that's it.
Oh! I hate it when it does this. Come on, killing me here. Hold on, there. That's as far as I'm going. Right there.
See, you knob.
Okay, so let's take a look at these. Let's look at these grades. So what does it show as Bryce Eldridge? Future value.
A 55.
55. Again, what is a 55? Let's look. 55. He's above average, regular. Again, this is projected over these next 6 years. So he is projected to be above average, regular. Okay.
There you go. And that's
above average regular. Okay, that's good. I'm good. Right? That's good. Carson Whisenhunt, who's a pitcher. Okay. What's he ranked at?
Yeah, but first look at his ETA, Eric.
Yeah, it's supposed to be this year. I know.
Now a 50.
Okay,
all right, Eric.
But what's a 50? Let's look for the pitcher. He's a number 4 starter. That's where they project him. Again,
and that's
over
pretty
the next
much
6 years. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. I'm not going to look at Gonzalez yet. James Tibbs III. What do they got him ranked?
But he got a 45, Eric. If you can't see yourself, it's a 45.
So what's that show him in the next 6 years? On the right.
Oh, Jesus. Low end.
Low regular or a platoon guy.
And he's our, number 3 or 4 on the list? What was he?
Yeah, number 3.
Uh-oh. It ain't smelling good, Eric. Now, Trevor McDonald, I liked what I saw.
Actually, I'm sorry, number 4. He's number 4.
I thought Trevor's a 45. That would be a 4 or 5 starter, would it not?
A 4 or 5 starter. That's correct. So,
I liked him. But
McDonald, again, really haven't seen him. Haven't seen him.
Guy too, Eric.
Okay. Let's Carson Seymour. That's a guy that they protected in the Rule 5 drive. They put him on the 40-man to protect him from the Rule 5 drive. Whoop, hold on. What is he rated at? A 40.
At a 40 plus.
A back-end starter. A back-end starter. Okay.
Well, it's not looking good, Eric.
Joe Whitman, starting pitcher. Another 40 plus.
Back-end starter.
Johnny Level. Who is Johnny Level? Guys, who's Johnny
name
Level?
I'm not familiar with.
I've never heard of Johnny Level. But he's a hitter.
I've heard of Johnny Angel, but not Johnny Level.
He's a up-and-coming second baseman. And what is his rank again? Well, I'm sorry, what was his rank again? A 40. What's a 40? A bench player.
That's a weak minor league system then.
Rainer Arias. I'm kind of high on him. He's in the
bench
same.
Player.
Bench player. Reggie Crawford.
Bench player.
Who is, no. He's a pitcher, so he's a back-end
I beg your pardon. Yeah, sorry. I was getting carried away.
That's the Giants' top 10, guys. We got one guy above average.
Yep.
One guy that is average. Now, all the rest are below average. You guys want to we could take a further look down. That was the top 10.
So
Ragsdale, a 40. A Mason Black is a 40. I don't know who Sabin Ceballos is. He's a 40. Anthony Marquez, don't know him. Wade Meckler, he's a 40. Dakota Jordan, a 35. What is Maui Ahuna? I've heard of him. Jonah Cox, again, they're both at 35.
I'm curious, what was 35 on the ledger?
You want to know what 35 was?
I don't want to know, but I better ask. Somebody in the
35
chat.
for a hitter is you're between an up and down and a bench player.
I'm surprised a few more of those weren't up and down bench players, to be honest.
So again, I wanted to take a look at this because where do you guys feel on this? We don't know. I mean, yeah, sure, we're high on people, right? We're pretty high, but FanGraphs. Okay, let me ask this question: you guys put any faith in FanGraphs, or do you think they're just
It's analysis, Eric.
Yeah.
There's no difference in that and somebody coming up with his preseason predictions and showing the Giants are going to finish 5th and they finished 2nd. You don't know, Eric. This is just speculation.
Some of this is ridiculous. They have Gonzalez an ETA of 7 years for the #1 ranked prospect. Then they have a 45 plus. No way that's accurate. He'll probably make the big leagues in 4 years. Yeah, where did they have him? Yeah, they have him in 2031. I ain't going to be 2031. So I wasn't even looking at him, to be honest with you. Dan, I kind of prefaced before we even got into this, I'm not going to worry too much about Josar, just for the simple fact he's 17, and it's really that wouldn't be fair to really look at that. And if you notice, they don't even have him in a bold print.
No.
Let's see. Logan says FanGraphs low balls a lot. They are more conservative. 7 of those 10 guys will never make it to the big leagues.
Can't be more conservative than that list, Eric.
This concerns me, guys. Okay, and I'll tell you why it concerns me. Granted, this is Bleacher Report, but they came out with a report and they weren't too high on the Giants farm system, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not too high. Matter of fact, they had them ranked dead last. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You take that for what it's worth. Again, it's Bleacher Report. But then you got FanGraphs that comes out, and they're rating our prospects. And again, they're projecting them over the next 6 years. Yeah, how about that, Cliff? Yeah, what's up, Cliff? Hope you're having a good Saturday night, Cliff. But again, we're taking a look at some of these players here in the Giants farm system. And again, you got one guy who's above average. One guy above average. Here, let's take a look at something. Right, let's take a look at something. They had some other teams in here, right? Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, who do we want? Should we look at Arizona? They got top 51. We only had top 41. God. Come on, these ads. Let's take a look.
Ooh, they've got a 60, Eric.
Jordan Lawler.
Woo!
And 2. Okay. So they're right around where the Giants are. Only difference is they got these guys, Adrian,
Get a guy ready to rock and roll right now, don't they?
So again, Diamondbacks, a little bit better. How about Colorado? Let's look at Colorado. Get out of here.
Colorado. Let's see how we shape up here.
Not too good. 50, only one guy above. One guy above average. That's it.
They're about, look at that. Look at that list. 45s, 40s. They're about where the Giants are.
Yeah, about the same. Okay. Let's take a look at Chicago. Again, they haven't looked at every club yet, so we only can see a few. Wow. About the same as Arizona.
Ooh.
Wow. About the same as Arizona.
Yes, sir.
A little bit better. Who the hell's ATH?
The Athletics.
Yeah. Duh. It didn't look right. 50. Okay. But that's the same. The Angels.
Johnny Angel. Get out of there.
About the same. Okay, so the Giants are ranked up there with Chicago and Arizona and Colorado and the Athletics and the Angels at this particular time.
No, guys, Dodgers have not come out yet.
Again, as other teams are released, we could take a look at them just to see where they're at. But I mean, talk to me, guys. I mean, what do you think? Who went to FanFest today? Asks Greg. Not I. I got a little bone to pick. I got a little bone to pick with somebody, guys.
Who? Not me.
No.
Good. It'd be surprised if you didn't.
No. No, we're going to talk about this a little bit later. They haven't looked at the Dodgers yet, vintage dodgeball. So when they come out, I will take a look. They haven't looked at Boston yet. They've only looked at a few teams so far, Dan. Only a few teams. As they come online, we'll take a look at them.
Bernice was at FanFest in Nashville today, Eric.
What? Well, look at that. How did you know that's the guy I have a bone to pick with?
I just guessed.
Can you guess why?
Jesus, I said to Bernice, now look at this picture. What's the first thing you think of, okay?
I got a bone to pick, guys.
Okay, we're going to get there. What does this immediately look like to you? Don't think big, just snap answer.
That looks pitiful.
What does it look like? Okay, what did that look like to you? Boom, second row.
A funeral procession.
Bingo. Bernice messages me that picture this afternoon. I go, you had a funeral? Somebody at work? She goes, I'm at FanFest. I go, that looks like a freaking cemetery procession. Does it not? Look at that.
Yep. And Mike, that's part of it. And I'll tell you why.
All right, let's get the dirt on this guy.
Oh, man, you want me to go there now? I want it here. Let's not go there yet. Let's talk. I want to. You guys want me to talk about this?
Hold on.
You guys want me to talk about Chapman, or do you want me to keep going about FanGraphs?
Guys, I think you should get into Chapman.
Hold on. I love what Cliff said. He goes, "What's up, Eric? Skipped UFC 311 for some Johnny Level talk." Who the hell's Johnny Level, guys? I have no idea. Talk about Chapman. Okay, let's. Okay,
all right. Guys, this is going to be a monumental moment in Giant Sports Talk Live history.
Off the rails. Eric with another epic sports take.
Okay. Guys ready? Here we go. Let's take a look at this, guys. I don't like this. This is just me. A group of fans challenged Matt Chapman to a beer chugging race at today's FanFest. Okay. Me personally, right? If it was a bunch of adults hanging out there watching him do this, okay.
It's sure. FanFest. A lot of kids. Go ahead.
Oh, look at all those kids.
Yeah.
Look at all those kids at the front row.
I didn't think it was age appropriate.
Look at all these kids.
Okay. I agree. Yeah.
This is the FanFest is supposed to be a fan experience for the kids, guys.
And family. Family. Just call it family, Eric. There you go. Family. It's a family event. That was uncalled for.
I didn't like it, guys. And look, if you want to call me a prude, so be it. But you know what? When you got a bunch of kids sitting here with a Chapman jersey and they're witnessing it and they're asking, hey, Dad, what is he doing? What exactly is the guy that I'm rooting for doing up there? You got, again, this is meant, guys, for kids to go out there and see their ball players, very impressionable young kids out there wanting to watch their damn baseball players. You can't do this, guys. You sit here and you got Buster Posey out there talking about creating memories. Is this the type of memory that you want to create for these young, impressionable kids? Come on. No, man. Look, there's a time and a place. Look, for example, no. I'm not soft. If you got kids there, come on. This is not a freaking frat party. This is not celebrating winning the World Series. This is not, a victory on the ball field where you're hanging out with your buds and your fellow teammates and chugging beers. That's a totally different situation. You're in front of kids. You can't do that. You can't, guys. That is just... That's not right. I'm just saying it's bad optic. At the worst, it's a bad impression. At the least, it's bad optics. You can't do that when you got look, if I was a little kid and if I took my daughter to a fan fest at Oracle Park, I never saw anyone chugging beers at Oracle Park. Would you ever see any of the Giants legends if they were at an event like this chugging beers?
As a matter of fact, as someone who has gone to several of those in the past at Oracle, when it was a one-day only event, Eric, I don't even believe there are beer sales at the event.
And it's just, come on, guys. That's just dumb. It's dumb. I get it's Napa. That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. You got to be a role model for these kids. You got freaking Junior Giants. You know what Junior Giants promotes? Healthy lifestyles, eating right, learning the game of baseball. They're not teaching people how to chug beers. Come on. Come on, guys. I mean, that's just, again, I'm not overblowing it. I just don't like to see that. I just don't. That you could do better. You could do better, guys. Go out there, be impressionable on these young kids. Architect. Yeah, it's a bad look. I don't like it. It's because we need to chug beers to get through the season. Oh, I get what you're saying. But yeah, it's just I don't like it, man. I just don't like it.
See, what does this have to do with it? I don't agree. Glenn, show us the dancing girls at the Mexican resort. Come on now, it's only one beer.
That doesn't.
Yeah, he should be a role model. He should be a role model.
That's not the point. No. Greg, he's an adult. He should know better. He's a brand new father. As a matter of fact, they were talking about that. He was a brand new father, and he's got all these kids that are looking up to him, and he's going to go out there and he wants to chug a beer in front of these kids. I'm sorry. That is not, to me, that's not kosher. That's not kosher.
No.
So let me answer you this question. Maybe it's a little bit different, but if I was still in the United States Air Force and I was in uniform and I went to an event like this and they say, hey, how about you go chug a beer? What do you think that's going to look like? Who am I going to be reflecting? I'm reflecting the organization. All I'm saying is when it's at an event such as Fan Fest and you're going to go out there and you're going to do this, I don't like it. It's just a bad look. It's a bad look.
There you go.
Come on. Skaters. Come on. Greg, I love you, man. But that's just no. No. Baseball and beer are synonymous. I get it. Hell of this, hell of that. I get it. I understand.
Well, maybe he thought he did and then thought quickly.
I understand that. But that's just, it's still. No, I'm talking about when you're in uniform in a public setting where if I went to an event that was celebrating the armed forces, you would never see a guy in his uniform, he shouldn't be, chugging beers. It's just not good. It's not a good look.
I don't even like this. Steve says weed is illegal in most places. Well, I hope you're not smoking the weed in front of the kids.
All I'm saying is it's an event for kids, right? Is this event supposed to be for adults? It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be. And what Timmy does, hey, Drew, I see what Timmy does on his own time. That's up to him, dude. That's fine. But you know what? Hey, Drew, would you ever see Tim Lincecum at a fan fest toking it up? No, you're not. No,
it's funny, but it's somewhat serious.
Yeah, right? I mean, Greg, not a good look. Not a good look. I'm just saying it's.
Oh, my.
Not a good look. I would not stand for it. I would go talk to those guys. Even today, if I saw them doing that, I would go have a discussion with these guys.
Yeah. And knowing the clean,
I just don't like it. I just don't like it, man.
Hey, knowing clean cut Buster Posey, maybe something can be said down the hall.
I just don't like it. When you're out there, again, being a role model to these kids. I get it. I understand that. That's at the ballpark, and that is understandable. All right, because that is part, quote unquote, of the game. Yes, they serve alcohol, but when you're at FanFest, I have never gone to a FanFest where they served alcohol. I never have. When I went to Oracle Park and watched FanFest, I never saw one beer being drunk, even amongst the fans.
Don't do it around the kids, Eric.
No.
That's why I have such a hard time. And my potty mouth. I hate when you see a guy like, remember that guy in the Dodgers last year in the World Series, the post game, and I don't know what he said, F whatever. You don't do it around the kids, man.
Yeah.
As a dad, I mean, I don't talk like that around my kids. I don't drink around like that.
It's not about legal or illegal. That's not the issue. I'm not talking about the legality of this. I'm talking about the way it looks. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's all.
Oh, well, Daniel, you got kids long enough. They'll drive you to drink. That's for sure. Anyway.
There's no excitement for FanFest, so KNBR is trying to hype the dead product. Both KNBR and the Giants are fading fast. I guarantee Buster was not cool with that. He protects kids. It's a family event. That's the point I'm trying to make. That's all I'm trying to make. I'm not making this a bigger thing than what it really is. I'm just saying it's a bad look. That
Kike. Right.
You guys can feel the way you can feel different. That's fine. I'm not going to say that you're wrong and that I'm right. I'm not saying that. Not saying that. I just don't like it. And then that's me.
I don't like it either. Thanks for sharing this portion of the broadcast. The views expressed of Eric are not necessarily those of me or anybody in the chat, but feel free to chime in. We have to do that quite a bit.
Really? He got fined by the MLB? I did not hear it. David, do you have a source? I got to see.
If he did, that was awful fast on a Saturday afternoon.
You did? Wow, David, where did you see that so I could take a look?
Let me just Google it, Eric.
He said it in an interview. Okay, then. He got fined but was protected a bit by the players' union.
Today over this?
I guess.
I don't think so, Eric. I can't find anything online really about this today, and I find that'd be awful. It was only this afternoon at my time? 4:00, Eric? It was like 7 hours ago.
Oh, you're talking about Kike? What did Kike do? I think is it when he dropped the F-bomb?
Dropping F-bombs on TV.
Yeah. Dumb. That's another dumb.
That's what
Pop is laughing. You know what? Hey, it's a different time. So others that may live, absolutely. It was a different time. You could even say, hey, you could go to Babe Ruth. You could even go probably back in the 80s. Just saying. It's a different time. That's all I'm saying. For me, if I'm taking my kid to a FanFest, that's the last thing I want to see.
After what I said on the air the other day to you, Eric, they're talking about back in Ty Cobb's days. I talked the other day about how classy everything was back then, man.
Oh, everyone wearing a suit. Yeah, but it was different.
He made a bit of a tyrant, but
yeah.
Eric, that was a classier time in our country, man. When everybody was dressed different. To that. It was like going to every day, 7 days a week was like going to baseball after church, man. They were all dressed. It was who was dressed to the nines. Everybody had a derby or a top hat on, man. It was a black tie event.
Yeah.
Not like now.
Right.
Jeez, I got the homeless hanging out with me in 326.
Hey, Grand. But it's not the players going out there and doing it. That's what I'm trying to say is Chapman is a huge influence on these kids. He's one of the giant superstars right now. That's what I'm trying to say. Look, if you got a bunch of fans out there acting like a freaking idiot, well, yeah, you're going to have to talk to your kids about it. I get it. But when you're taking your kid to specifically take them to see a player that they may be admiring, that's all I'm saying, man. It's just you whatever. I'm just saying you got to be a good representative. That's me. That's me.
I agree wholeheartedly. Wholehearted.
Whatever.
Yeah, well, it's a good point, Eric. I'm glad you brought it up on the show today.
No. It's not meant to criticize. If it was anyone else out there in baseball land, I would absolutely say the same damn thing. If it was a freaking Dodger, if it was an A, if it was a Yankee, if it was a Atlanta Brave, and I saw that something was going down like that, I would say that. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I liked it back in the day when you'd have a manager on the bench, man, he was dressed to the nines.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got, then they had uniforms.
Huh.
Now you got Terry Francona. He just pulls something off the rack in his locker room. And it's a hoodie or a t-shirt.
Oh my gosh. But hey, it is what it is. That's just how I feel. You guys can feel differently. Hey, it's not going to hurt me. It isn't. You guys can feel how you want. I just thought bad taste. Just going to say it. Bad taste.
Oh my God. Hiroku, you're not far off, man. I used to carry the Big League Chew bubble. The Big League Chew bubble gum, Eric. Why? Emulation. Emulation, man.
That's not the point. That's not the point. You guys are taking it way out of proportion. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when you take a kid to FanFest,
it's not what you expect to see.
It's not
classy. It's not classy within the organization, man.
That's all.
It's an organization event, Eric.
All I'm saying.
This wasn't a beer garden in downtown Sanford. This was an organization. Were
you celebrating? Were you celebrating a victory? Were you celebrating a World Series? Were you celebrating a playoff win? No, you're just hanging out.
Eric, we've all gone back down a road we wish we hadn't traveled. Maybe God, I'm going to cut him a little bit of slack, though. Maybe just think about it.
Sure.
Caught up in a beer moment, Eric.
A beer moment.
Okay.
Hey, it is what it is.
Who hasn't? Who hasn't? Come on.
Yeah. No, I understand that. I get it.
Just don't drink and drive. How about that?
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. That's just me.
I was surprised to find out that they were selling alcohol at the event. When I went to Oracle Park in the past, Eric, you could buy a couple of not the restaurant, the little vendors, little side shops there. I could get a hot dog.
Mm-hmm.
You get a soda. There was no beer sales at Oracle.
There you go.
On this particular type of event. So,
anyways, let's get back to freaking FanGraphs. So, what do you guys think? FanGraphs? Like FanGraphs? Don't like FanGraphs? I don't honestly.
Oh, we're back.
Well, honestly, let's talk about it because I want to get back to that. You guys, hey, I asked you guys if you wanted to talk about it, and you guys said, hey, let's talk about it. So, let's go back now.
I like Murph.
Giants are never guilty of drinking and driving. And driving and run. There you go. There you go.
SOML trying to steal something from our own man of many quotes, huh?
I love it. Giants are never guilty of drinking and driving in runs. I love it.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, but he did that because they won the World Series, right? Come on, that's what I'm trying to say. You're in a clubhouse. You think any little kids were in there? No, they weren't, man. That's the point I'm trying to make. It was the venue that they were at. That's what I'm trying to say. That's it, man.
Okay, guys, let's move on.
It's the venue. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. See what you made me do, Glenn. But anyway,
I think it was I think that's important to get out there, Eric. That was a great take on a Saturday night to kill 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
If you got him, chug him.
That's not RJ. That's not what I'm trying to say. Demon D, what is up, sir? It's not what I'm trying to say.
No, but you've already said it.
Yes. I don't know how many times I'll have to say it. Let's just move
on.
Yeah. FanGraphs.
FanGraphs.
Not like it. FanGraphs.
I don't know.
Do you like it or don't like it?
I think most of the teams on that list, Eric, are pretty equal.
Yeah. For the most part.
Nobody really had a.
No one really had a. The only one that really had somebody was Arizona Diamondbacks with what's that kid? Oh my gosh. What the hell was his name?
I'll be very excited to see what they say for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Lawler, that's what it was. Jordan Lawler.
See if they've got more.
That's supposed to be something special.
Yeah, what was he? 60.
He's 60. Yes.
The only 60 on the list of any franchise.
Up, RJ. But again, guys. So Giants farm system, according to FanGraphs, doesn't look the projection doesn't look good. But then again, they're all projections. They're all projections. I mean, it's really hard to sit there and say, hey, this guy is gonna in 6 years, this guy is gonna be a phenomenal player, or he's gonna be a dumpster fire. It's kind of hard, right? Because you don't know if they're teachable. Yeah, sure. When they're young, they're gonna have talent. But can they improve that talent? That's going to be the key. And, only time will tell. So it's kind of hard to really project on where these guys may or may not go as far as their future in the major leagues.
All right, Eric, let me talk about this year's lineup. Got Yastrzemski. Let's talk about him for a little bit. Haven't really been on our radar the last few weeks. You got Mike Yastrzemski coming in. I was watching YouTube today, flipping around. I found an old video of Eric.
Mm-hmm.
And Eric and Dan were talking about Mike Yastrzemski and how 2 years ago he was toast. You didn't think he'd be able to sustain a career with his hamstring injuries.
No.
Dan was calling for him to be 86. yeah. Ixnade from the roster. That was 2 years ago, Eric. 2 years August. What are we doing in right field?
Matos. It's got to be Matos.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be Matos, man.
I thought I'd roll that out for you.
It's got to be Matos, man. We know. Look, Yaz is who Yaz is. Is he going to improve or is he going to regress? He's probably going to regress. He's 34 years old. You just don't improve once you get to that, unless you're on something, right? You don't improve. So just give it to Matos. Yaz is going to be gone next year. The reason why they signed him is because this is his last year of arbitration. That's just the way it is. You normally don't get rid of arbitration guys. He is I think, honestly, he will excel, as Jim is saying right here. Jim, right? He would excel as a fourth outfielder. You go out there for defensive replacement. If you need a left-handed pinch hitter, if you need a give somebody a break in the outfield. Yes, there you go, man. He is perfect for that role. And I think he would succeed more so than going out there every single day. Just give it to Matos. Matos is the future. Why would you? This is the perfect time. You know why this is the perfect time to play Matos? Because you still have Yaz as a backup if it gets sideways.
The perfect time to play Matos was last year, Eric.
Well, I get that, but I mean, we can't turn back the clock. Right here in front of us, if you put out Matos every single game, see what he has, and then if he's not up to the muster, then bring in Yaz. Next year, you're not going to have that ability because Yaz is going to be gone. And then who do you replace Matos with? Another young guy? Do you see what I'm saying? Unless the plan is you're going to go full throttle after Kyle Tucker, but we all know how that probably will pan out. I go play Matos, right? That's
alive. This is what I'm afraid of. Giants management still in love with their players. Oh my God, it's Yastrzemski, Eric.
You know what?
We can't do him bad. We got to play him.
I'm gonna tell you something, Glenn. You may be onto something because what did Buster Posey say about him trading players?
He's not fond of it.
It's almost like they're afraid to move off of these guys for whatever reason it is. If it's, I don't know.
Something else that hasn't changed. Then
that's
the
a great
philosophy's got to change about that, Eric. We got to have a change of philosophy.
Nice, Mike. Nice, Mike.
A lot of things we can come in here, Eric. We can have a conversation, a debate, a fight, but there's some things I can't wrap my mind around, and that's one of them. What is the excuse? It's a cultural thing with the Giants.
Yes.
There's no excuse. You either do or you don't, and they do keep him and they don't trade him.
Look what Chewy. What's up, Chewy? He says, what did he say? Sell the team to Joe Lacob. San Francisco ownership, current ownership, just take the payday, get out of the baseball business, and let someone come and run this club. You're out there. You're listening. Get it
I would
done.
love that.
There you go. Big setup from Chewy.
Thanks, Chewy. You set that one right up for me. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Chewy.
Why not? Honestly, I've had enough. Honestly, I'm tired of hearing about Mission Rock.
Yeah.
Done. Because if you sat there, if you could go out there and spend all these billions of dollars on Mission Rock, but then you skimp on what your priority should be, and that's, owning a Major League Baseball.
Okay, answer me this, Eric. What happens if you've got the ownership group like the San Francisco Giants, which are kind of a rarity? You got 30 plus owners. Let's say the majority owner wants to sell. Are you stuck in a sale? What happens to all the owners? Do they have a vote?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
I'm going to ask Paul. Paul, what happens?
Ray
Paul makes
Hernandez.
it up. Even if he doesn't know, he'll make a good answer up.
Ray Hernandez says Bregman at first.
Are we back on? Jesus.
The SF Mission Rocks. Or how about the Mission Rock Giants? Could be either or.
Ooh.
Either
I'm
or,
surprised
right?
they haven't thrown that around. Bantered that one. Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, Jesus. Don't mention it. Anybody, don't mention to the brass and the Giants. That's a great idea, Eric.
I know.
You'll get credit for that one. You get credit for that, but they haven't watched a goddamn video you've sent them yet.
Steve Anglin. Look, we're not the only ones that are feeling this way. Jake Johnson treats the Giants like a real estate hedge fund. There you go.
Everybody makes a little cut each year, and they all have their wine and cheese party and celebrate.
Yeah, Bacon Tree. Did you hear what Tom Ricketts had to say? Did you hear what he had to say?
No.
Oh, baby. Hold on. Hold on.
I try not to follow the Cubs.
Oh, it's a doozy, man.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Hold on. I got to see where it came from.
Jesus. Droopy Nuts wants Fitzgerald at first. How do you take a guy serious with the name Droopy Nuts, Eric?
He's good. No, he actually brings in some good stuff.
I know. What a handle. Geez, sometimes I can't say them with a straight face. Droopy Nuts. Jesus.
Hold on.
Droopy Nuts is one of the best. Where do you guys come up with these?
Oh, by the way, hey, that's a great question, because where did the MLB rank Tyler Fitzgerald as far as second basemen are concerned?
Yeah, sixth, eh? Sixth. Oh, your buddy Mike's in.
Who?
Mike.
I'm not watching. I'm typing.
Oh, Michael.
Is this the right one?
Another one of those great names. Great handle. I ain't saying it, but a great handle. Oh, boy.
There we go. Where the hell is it?
I couldn't believe when I saw the list of the top 10 second basemen, and in at number 6, your old pal Fitzgerald, number 6. Eric, is he better than we thought?
Where is it at? Hold on, I'm trying to find this.
What are you looking for now?
You're gonna love it. I can't believe they actually said this.
Babe says if he's sick, great, play him. Great.
Just give me a minute. How come I'm not seeing it? Hold on.
Yeah, LD, I think that's just patter for conversation tonight. You're not going to move Fitzgerald to first base. Although they moved him around. What was he? He played second last year, shortstop, outfield. He was all over the place last year, wasn't he, Eric?
Here we go. This is the easy way to do that. Hold on one second.
All over the field and all throughout the lineup, right, guys? Some days, I swear to God, they picked it out of a hat. Hey, Logan. Yeah, there's a simple one. Logan. Hi, Logan. Logan says, where do they get these handles? It's true.
Here we go.
Some we can't say. You find something there, Eric? You sure?
Tom Ricketts.
There we go.
Tom Ricketts on fans calling for the Cubs to spend more. This is quotes. Quotes. They think somehow we have all these dollars that the Dodgers have, or the Mets have, or the Yankees have, and we just keep it, which isn't true at all. What happens is we try to break even every year. That's about it. Can you believe it? Can you believe another owner comes out and talks about breaking even, dude?
Sounds familiar, doesn't it, Eric?
What?
I wish you had the old. I wish you had the old. I wish you could transcribe the other one and bring up the giant one, because we had the same thing.
What is going on with some of these owners? Look, we got the Giants. Hey,
that's a good one.
It's a team. We were talking about Major League history. One of the greatest teams ever, Cubs. One of the greatest teams ever. All this history, and you got these owners coming out talking about trying to break even. Jeez, dude, what is going on here?
Yes, vintage. That's what we're talking about, man.
It's unbelievable. I don't understand it. Then why own a team? Just sell it to someone who wants to have fun with it then.
Here you go, Eric. Giants need to take a 1-year flyer on Rizzo. There's a name we haven't talked about.
Hell no.
I know you don't like him, but should we not take a flyer on somebody for the 1 year?
No.
For the 1 year.
Stick with Wade and Flores with the Rizzo.
Improve at first base and try to do a trade for a pitcher.
Yeah, Alex, there could be some of that. They think fans are gullible.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Do they? Oh, hold on. Did someone say that? Someone said something. Do they own the stadium?
Right.
Do they own Wrigley Field? Because it sounds awfully familiar. Because the Giants also own Oracle Park.
In it for the money.
This is just.
I think they're lying to you.
I don't even understand it. I don't understand it.
I think they're lying to you when they say what happens is we try to break even every year. I think they're trying. They consider it a loss. Got to make money. They want to make.
And for Johnson, it's even worse for the simple fact you look across the cove and what do you got over there? You got Mission Rock. You just spent billions and billions of dollars on real estate, but you're going to tell fans, let's just break even.
Yeah.
What, dude?
Like they say in the movies, Eric, show me the money.
It's just disgusting, man.
I know. You're disgusted on many fronts today, Eric.
Yeah, today's a disgusted time of day. I'm feeling it, dude. I'm just pissed, dude.
Maybe we should ship you off.
Pissed.
Throw them in Alcatraz for a night.
The Red Sox, Angels, Cubs, and Giants are all super rich and are the most disappointing owners.
Don't be stealing my platform. Angry Eric tonight? What are we doing?
Gosh, dang. Don't forget. Well, no, Baltimore's got a new owner. Right?
There you go.
Isn't he pretty good?
You got to spend money to make money.
Yes, Fosse. There
you go. Oh, there you go.
Yes, Fosse.
Yep. Totally agree.
Okay. Well, no.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You called it.
Own Wrigley as well as a lot of the commercial properties near the field. Look at that. Does that sound, Glenn? How does this happen? How in the hell do you have two owners who own their relative ballparks and own commercial properties next to the field, but yet they're talking about breaking even? How does that happen?
I'll throw you another bone, Eric. You know, another organization. Can you name me? Think about it. What's another organization that we've talked about recently on our show that own their own stadium and aren't spending any money? You know? Who am I talking about?
Giants?
No, another team that we've talked about on the show recently who own their own stadium.
Are you talking about the Dodgers? I think they own their own stadium, right?
And don't spend money.
Oh, don't spend money. I don't know.
They play out of a team stadium called the Rogers Center.
Oh, there you go. Hepatitis got it, man. There you go. Blue Jays. Same thing.
Playing the same ball game, Eric.
So what's going on? Could somebody explain this to me? Please, someone. I honestly, I don't know. I might be naive. I might be oblivious. But could someone explain to me what is going on?
Look how many free agents are out there, Eric. I think Major League Baseball, the owners in general, are getting fed up with the Soto and Ohtani contracts. And I think owners in general are like, we can't compete with that. We're going to play within a confines, and that's it.
But talk to me. How can you sit there and say that when you're not paying rent, you own your ballpark outright, you got commercial businesses, you're making money hand over fist. We just saw you brought that thing up. No, who was it? No, Dan brought it up on his show. They made over $400 million last year, Glenn. The Giants made over $400 million. They had an operating budget of $75 million or something. And you're going to tell me you cannot freaking someone has just got to or explain this to me. Is it as easy as what Sam says?
I can't.
Is it the easiest what Sam says? Is it just cheap?
I don't.
I don't.
Cheap's the right word. I think it's owners who are in it for profit, Eric. It's all about the numbers game, man. Or if you want to look at it that way, Mark, cheap owners, they just see baseball for money. Yeah. And this break even, Eric, I think break even is the modern day slogan for you just want to make money, Eric.
Yeah.
It's a polite way to say screw the fans. We're just trying to break even. They're trying to make money. And you just said the San Francisco Giants are making a bundle of it. A bushel.
It's
how many days till the pitchers and catchers report?
Oh, it's soon.
Yeah, can't
gotta
wait.
be less than a month.
Show on the road, man.
Oh shit. Less than a month.
Yeah, there you go.
Less than a month.
Let's get the show on the road. It's right around a month now, isn't it? Around the
Graham,
13th.
our good friend from across the pond.
Hey, Graham.
Owners of some clubs like to use it. Like to use that they do own a baseball club as a marketing tool.
A la Mission Rock.
And it's just and this is what's so frustrating for especially for me as a Giants fan. I'm not going to speak for everybody, but when I see the Giants and they're just raking in the money, they got all this real estate. They could go out there if they wanted to. They could compete. Is it going to hurt a little bit? Yeah, but guess what? As Fosse stated eloquently, if you spend the money, you will make the money. Because look what your rivals are doing. How can you sit here? How can you even consider yourself a rival anymore when this is the way? Look, it's one thing, right, Glenn? It's one thing if you're putting a team together and it's not working, but you've tried your best to put a team together and it just doesn't work, compared to you're not even on the same planet when it comes to competing with a team like the Dodgers.
Yep.
It's just, and what's crazy. And what's crazy, and tell me this. What's up, Dan? The Dodgers are a marketing organization. They have learned that they make money through excellence in building the international brand. They know that they make money by spending money. And you know what's crazy, Dan? Greg Johnson manages over, 2 trillion. Glenn, a T. They manage $2 trillion of people's monies for investing, right?
I'm not familiar with that term. Trillion. Sorry.
Yeah. He manages $2 trillion with the Franklin Templeton investment firm. And you're telling me that you can't figure out, if I invest, I'll make some money? Maybe I'm just stupid.
We won't get into that portion of the show tonight. But Joshua says at the end of the day, they got their money and they could care less what the fans think. And I think the majority of owners feel that way, Eric.
So why should we care?
It's not a game. It's a business to them.
So why should I care? Why should I care? Why should I have any interest in what the hell the Giants do when it's being ran this way?
Are you, or did you forget? Or are you asking me, did Bernice and I renew our season tickets?
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Why should I?
And that's the reason why, one of the reasons why I didn't go to a lot of Giants. Why should I go to a support an organization?
Yeah, we know why you went.
The only time I went, that was it. Yeah, I had more fun interacting with you, Bernice, and everybody else.
And a bobblehead, yeah.
Yeah. How about that? And then freaking than the game itself almost. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love baseball, but did I go to support the team? No. Yeah, it's just.
Ooh, RJ. Yeah. Ownership knows they only need to keep the brand name alive, keep it visible, viable, to keep the money coming in for their product, Eric. It's true. People keep going. Friday nights are rocking over there. Speaking of beers, it's on certain nights of the week in San Francisco with our population base, Eric, it's an event, not a ball game. It's an event.
Yeah, it's just.
And for those who care about the game, it's lacking right now.
Look what Senior's saying.
Keep going.
All my money is going to the Yellow A's and their Sacramento patch. Did you see that Sacramento patch? It's pretty sharp looking.
Is it? Are they getting away with the elephant? Is the elephant gone bye-bye?
There were rumors. Yeah, I didn't see the elephant. I saw they had
the elephant actually has an A's logo on it.
They had the bridge, the famous Sacramento Bridge on there.
Oh, really?
Here, I'll have to find. Hold on.
I just went over the bridge a week or two ago, Eric.
No, it's the Sacramento one. You weren't in Sacramento, right?
I was at the hot springs in Napa.
Oh, no. Napa's not in. You're not nowhere in.
I went into coming home. We went through Sacramento.
Oh no!
Going up, we went through Sacramento.
Oh, where'd you go? Not Napa's nowhere near. You had to go somewhere.
We took that route. We went through. You're driving on a highway that's like you're driving in a marsh for I don't know how many miles. We went over two big bridges actually. One of them that actually looked like the bridge in Winnipeg. Long, sweeping vines. I don't know what you call it, It was Sacramento, Eric.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me find it.
I've been over that bridge before. I went over to see the concert over there at the basketball stadium. Lighting the beam that night, Eric, for Greta Van Fleet. Ever heard of him?
I've heard of him.
All right. Eric knows his rock and roll.
Heard of him.
Hey, did you listen to my show today? The Big Rock Radio Show.
Here we go. Let me hit.
See, he doesn't listen.
Hey, man, I'm trying to find something here.
Did you listen to my radio show today? The Big Rock Radio Show? Heard on 129 stations around North America? Probably not, did you? You didn't have time. You didn't have time to tune in for your old buddy Glenn. Get the likes and subs up there, did you? No, I knew it. Can't count on your old buddy.
Hit the wrong one.
I'm feeling Chardald already, Eric.
Hit the wrong one. Hold on.
I like that clip.
Check out the patch.
Ooh, that's nice.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see the patch on their jerseys. Pretty cool.
You want a marketing idea, Eric? Make you some serious money? What does that look? What would that look good on? A bar of silver or gold?
Yeah, it would. It's pretty sharp.
I go into Costco now, and they sell little silver bars. That would look good on a silver bar or a gold bar, Eric.
That's pretty damn cool.
It does indeed. Nice mark. Hey, there's a concept, Eric. A marketing division of your franchise. Hello, Giants marketing. They're working on.
Hey,
they're already sitting down working on next year's slogan, Eric.
Yeah, you saw what the slogan is, right?
Oh, I saw.
It's back again.
Yeah. I think a great topic for an entire show, Eric. I don't want to let a cat out of the bag. We should have talked about this off air. But you know what a great topic would be for an entire show? Thought of this afternoon. You come up with a dandy thumbnail, and the storyline is, why are we Giants fans? Is that not a decent question?
I know, man.
Why are we Giant fans? And a legitimate answer, please. Is it my dad was a Giant fan, so I'm a Giant fan, or I keep hoping for better, or I just can't cheer for anybody else because I'm from the Bay Area? There's got to be something, Eric. There's got to be something for every sports fan, whether it's you like a certain NASCAR driver, you like a certain team. Do you like the team because you like their colors? Eric, something at some point in a child or a young adult or even an adult's life, new to sports, you are drawn to a product. Why are you drawn to the San Francisco Giants? And
good point. ...
Why do you remain?
Good point.
Yep.
Oh,
I like Chris Spire, so I like the Giants. Why I stay? Some days I think I should be put in a straitjacket for being a Giant fan.
Okay. Should we have a positive 5 minutes? What can be the positive?
That's a good one, Joshua. Why? What'd you have in store, Eric? Anything? What do you got up your sleeve? Wave the magic wand.
Chat. Give me some positivity.
There you go, Graham.
Yes, Graham.
Are you asking the chat for positivity? Because
yep. Tell me. What do you guys want to talk about that's positive?
I knew it. Yeah, we invite you to give us positivity because we have none. On a show brought to you by Better Credit Card.
Here we go. YouTube. We are not the Blue Jays.
Yeah, but you could ask the same question to a Blue Jay fan or a White Sox fan, Eric. You think they got it easy right now? Or the Colorado Rockies?
What's up, E-Shot? I haven't seen you in a while, man. How you doing, dude?
Any fan base out there. Why do you like your team? And there are teams that are worse off in other leagues. In this Major League Baseball scenario, Eric, something draws you to your team.
Yeah. D-Shot, man, how you doing? I'm positive the Giants will finish fourth. Logan, good point. That's part of being a fan, though.
I don't want to offend the kids in the show tonight, so I'm going to chug a Pepsi.
The ups and downs, staying with the team, even when they stink, but still criticizing. Wouldn't be much of a fan if I would jump ship from team to team. No, I get you, dude. I get you.
Down the hatch.
But let me ask you this, Logan. If the club doesn't care about putting the best product on the field, why should you care? That's the issue I'm talking about.
And Eric, do you think there's a possibility? We've got some people in the chat here who have been lifelong Giant fans, new Giant fans. Do you think there's going to be a little new nostalgia when it comes to the A's? Are we going to get people following both clubs now? When it was not, when they were next door in Oakland, Eric, it wasn't, it wasn't cachet to be a fan. You were one or the other. Mm-hmm. I got people in my building. Greg, I don't think ever saw me, but I'd go to an A's game. I'd have my A's jersey on, my A's hat. People looking at, are you a Giant fan or not? Oh, you get a little feisty in the Arterra. I didn't know you couldn't be a fan of both, but apparently. Now, do you think a lot of guys are going to be cheering on? Isn't softball games going to be a fan of the A's? To what degree? To what degree, Eric?
He's pretty hot and heavy into the A's. Big time. Mark says full season of Jung Hoo Lee. That's a positive. The Dirty Birds.
Yeah, YouTube users didn't like him.
Remember the Icky Shuffle? Hey, remember the Icky Shuffle? That was pretty fun.
The Icky Shuffle? We're talking about football?
Yeah, I see them talking
about that. He's passed away too, right? Icky Woods. He died.
Did you see the commercial, the Geico commercial he had? That shit was hilarious, dude. Remember he got his freaking sliced meat at the deli? And he goes, number 30. Woo! Number 30! And he does the Icky. Oh, dude, that was awesome. That was awesome. There you go, Dan. I was brought to the Giants when I was 8 years old. Growing up, they were just a team to root for nearby. I loved the game of baseball, and the Giants were everything there. Exactly. See, that's what happens. That's where it begins. Same thing when I was a kid, Dan. Same thing. That's where the love of the team is the seed has been planted, so to speak. It's germinated.
Hey, I know there's some guys in the chat tonight, and they're with us every single night that are getting up there in age. Getting up there. They've been around watching the Giants for a long time, Eric. So I asked Dan, because he's another elder statesman like me. Eric, and maybe you, Eric. I don't know about you when it came to KMBR and some of the other prior stations. But Dan, when you were growing up, did you not rely on the radio? I was flipping through. If they were on the AM dial, man, I was bringing them in from thousands of miles away at night. And I would listen to the games at night. And it was like theater of the imagination to me. You felt like you were there. And I was like 8 years old going to bed. The radio was under my pillow, Eric, and listening to a Tiger game or listening to an Expos game in French. I learned a lot of French. Du bol de brise, les Expos de Montréal. Oh, those were the good old days. Now it's on TV. It's on my phone, Eric. Everything's too, I don't know. I had more appreciation for it, and I loved listening on radio when I was a kid.
Dan has talked about that, listening to the transistor radio, the Giants.
Oh, has he?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I think he's on the same page as me then. That was when it. And I think that guys, I know I'm in radio, but I'll throw a bone to all those Major League Baseball broadcasters who do radio out there, Eric. I think they do a much better job than the television anchors do.
Yeah.
I don't know. Guys, have you ever done that? Have you ever put on a game and tried to sync the audio from your radio with the TV? The radio broadcasts are always far superior, Eric.
Yes. Graham, you know why? Because you gotta describe the game with words. With TV, you could get away with it. You're cheating to a certain extent.
Yeah.
If I hadn't been a Yankee fan, I would have been drowned at birth. Oh, man, dude.
Lon Simmons. There you go. There's a name I haven't heard for a while. Lon Simmons.
All right, take it. I'm going to go warm it up. I'll be back.
All right. It's that time of the night. I'll do the sponsors in a second. But, yeah, Dan, that's the way it was for me, man. Listening, my parents be like, lights out. Yep. You don't got a radio in there, do you? Nope, no radio in here. And I'd be like, they can't possibly hear this through my pillow. And I'd be listening, man. I loved it. And back then I used to listen. I used to pick up the Detroit Tigers. I'd pick up the Yankees, the Mets, and I lived on the East Coast. So I got the Yankees, the Mets, the Red Sox, the Blue Jays on the Telemedia Sports Network, the Montreal Expo games. Detroit came in like crystal clear. They got a big blowtorch of a signal there on the AM dial. And they were just listening to it was great. Anyway, times have changed. Everything is so readily accessible now. We just turn on the TV or turn on your phone. You're waiting for the bus. You want to watch a game? Watch the game on your phone. Anyway, one thing that hasn't changed, guys, our featured sponsor.
What can I say that I haven't already said about BetterCreditCards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At BetterCreditCards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
That's right. Along with Duxwell Printing, GenesisGoldIRA.com, Signatures for Soldiers, and Lefties in Burlingame, your home for all of your favorite Wilmer Flores autographed merchandise and other players too. One thing you are going to hear. Now, I'm going to give you a little preview of this. It's a little preview. Eric and I have been working on it for months. And lo and behold, we finally come up with a piece of equipment to do this. This is just a little preview, guys. Here's what you're going to be hearing real soon on Giant Sports Talk Live for you shy fans out there.
Your take matters to us. The Giant Sports Talk Live phone lines are open at 431-999-1035.
Hello? Oh, that's coming next week, Eric.
Cool.
Long overdue.
Nice.
$1.69 for the plug I've been looking for about 4 months. I had to find it in China.
Well, I'm not going to even go there. I'm not going to go there.
Yeah,
going to go there.
You can't go to your local, what do they call them now? See how old I am, Eric? I was going to say Radio Shack. You get your free battery day.
No more Radio Shack.
And then Best Buy. You go to Best Buy and they're like, oh, you can order that online. I'm like, oh, can I? Can you show me? And they're like, oh, maybe we don't sell that. I'm like, aha. Yeah. They don't sell anything in the store anymore worthwhile. So
what am I missing here?
And what did the guy at Best Buy tell me in October or September? It was first week of September. What did the guy in Best Buy say? I said, I've been trying to find this plug for 2 months since we started the show. And what were the words out of his mouth, do you think, Eric? Well,
what was his words? Don't panic. There you go.
He goes, we'll help you out. And then, you know what? He never did.
Man.
Yeah, well.
Talk about freaking aging poorly on that. Remember? Don't panic. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that? Don't panic.
Yeah.
And here we are, January 18th.
If you join us on the show tonight, yeah, January 18th. I'm starting to panic now, Eric. If you join us tonight a little late, this has been quite suspenseful program. Eric went off the rails talking about don't drink in front of the kids.
It's just that wasn't just the time and place. That's it.
Exactly.
Simple. Just wasn't the time and place. At a baseball game, I get it. That makes sense.
Yeah, the baseball game in the proper setting, Eric, and it's all about stuff like this, Eric.
Right,
now,
right.
come on, man.
Right. That's what it's about.
I used to throw. To tell you a quick story, when I opened my classic rock radio station, we talked about having, and we did. We had bands come in, they played, we sold tickets. I'm like the Major League Baseball owners. If I could make a little buck, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
And I would talk to the organizations. I said, look, you're going to host this event at your venue, right? Like a bar. Or at that particular, we usually deal with the Legion, a huge building. See, it packs like 4,000 people, the Legion there. It's not like down the street. Anyway, long story short, I said, listen, here's what we'll do. Here's how the monies will be. You're going to sell the alcohol. You get the percentage. I get the door take on the tickets. We're all happy. We all make a little money. And I'm going to give my portion of the money to the women's shelter.
Okay.
Very needed in the community. I said, all I ask is that you have during the day, if you are free to do it, you're unemployed, we're going to have the band. So let's say it was the Northern Pikes. We sold out the Northern Pikes in immediately. People loved them. I said, we're going to put on a show in the afternoon, 2:00 at the high school. Couldn't get anybody to do it. No volunteers, no nothing. Oh, it's at the high school. I go, does every goddamn event that I sponsor or promote have to include alcohol?
Mm.
And that was basically the response. Well, yeah. Like, how are we going to, we do it at the high school. We don't make any money. I'm like, you know what? It was, again, sometimes in life, Eric, even in my business, it's the right thing to do. I said, let's do a show for the seniors.
Mm.
No interest unless there was alcohol and money involved. They didn't care. I'm like, so I told them to kiss my ass and I was done with it. I told a few people that over the years, but maybe I think even in this chat, but I don't know, Eric, I don't want to go down that path again with the alcohol, but Eric, this is what it's all about. Come on, man.
That's the only thing I'm talking. And Graham, he hit the nail on the head. Players need to understand they are public figures. They need to act like it.
Yeah, you don't want to become public enemy.
Look,
I would Eric, you're in the surrounding area of that scenario right there. Is there any need for alcohol or smoking weed or cigarettes or anything else?
Look, again, it's just what it is. It's just about the time and place. That's it. I'm not making it more difficult than what it is. I'm not complicating the simple. What I'm trying to say. Come on.
No, and it's also, Eric, in a way, it's also the era we live in, buddy.
Mm.
You can't go in and smoke at Oracle Park.
True. Can't smoke a cigarette, right? Or a cigar or anything, right? Yeah.
So, listen, again,
you get sloshed.
Can you not have a single freaking day and you don't have to have a drink? Anyway.
Again, I'm not against. If you want to enjoy a beer, go for it.
And with some guys,
hold on, it's when you're sitting there in front of and you're just chugging it. You're not out there just relaxing and enjoying. You're out there. Hey, I'm gonna outdrink this other guy. It's.
Oh, dude, they do it. You heard me use the phrase the other day. It's a Canadian phrase, especially. It became illegal. At the Winnipeg Blue Bomber game. So the Canadian Football League play about 20 blocks to the west of me.
Mm-hmm.
I can be over there in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
60,000 people at the games. It's sold out every night. They play, right? Mm-hmm. 18 weeks. We became known as the home of the beer snake. What they would do, everybody's, the white see-through, whatever, cups, plastic cups. red Solo cup that was see-through.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody would start drinking. And you put them together, and you got like a slinky effect.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd have the beer snake, Eric, running for 140 feet around the stadium, like doing the wave with it.
Right.
What happened then?
Mm-hmm.
What happened then? You put people, grown adults, Eric, grown-ass adults should know better. But anyway, people who've been drinking already are like, let's get the beer snake longer. I'll have 2 more rounds for my buddy. The alcohol sales were crazy. The fans were like out of control. And people were getting hurt by the beer snake. You had like a 200-pound beer cup snake whacking people.
Jeez.
I'm going to send you the link. You can show it on the show some night because it was absolutely impressive. But again, what did they do? Manitoba Liquor Licensing Board took away their liquor license and said, no beer sales next game.
Wow. There you go.
They shot it. There you go. They shot it down fast, Derek. And you know what the message was? You're not doing anything illegal here other than, well, they started to overserve, I guess, but you're not. It's just not the right thing to do. We're going to suspend your license for 1 game. You can't sell alcohol. And you tell me 60,000
a lot of money.
A lot of money it cost that group.
Yep.
Ownership was not happy. It's been tighter ever since. I did share that with you. The beer. You ever heard of the beer snake, Eric?
Never heard of it.
Maybe tomorrow night's show, we'll show you the beer snake. I think you will be quite impressed, actually. Maybe we'll set a new trend. Maybe that could be something.
No, how about we don't? How about we don't?
Maybe
how about we don't?
We'll make this a thing of the Sacramento games. And we'll let Senior have all the credit. It's his idea.
Yep.
You guys ever heard of the beer snake? No?
No.
That was
maybe someone out there. Maybe someone out there.
Big. Logan says, I bring the energy. I'm kind of my medicine. I got my new pills today for my sinuses, Eric, because I was doing good for a week and now it's coming back. Oh, it's cold. Geez, I don't know about you guys today. It was windy as all get out, and the temperature was minus 26 before the winds. It was like minus 40.
Is Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Celsius.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, let me give it. There's nothing to sneeze at, Eric. You know what that is in Fahrenheit? It's damn cold is what it was.
Kurt Ferguson, he goes, Glenn, is it true that if you get a DUI in Canada, the punishment is 24 hours in a cell listening continuously to Nickelback?
Oh, you'd only be so lucky. Freaking Nickelback rocks, man. Jeez, I play a lot of Nickelback.
Ooh. Ooh.
Well, you don't like Nickelback? Are you kidding? I think they're number 2 right now on the worldwide Canadian album sales. No other band.
Canada.
No, worldwide. They're huge.
Brutal.
Jesus. It's one of those funny cases. Not to get back. I don't want to get into music now, but Nickelback, people shit on them, Eric. Go to a show in Pittsburgh, and guess what? It's sold out. Go to a show in New York. Guess what? It's sold out. So that's like a cult. I don't want to get into cults.
Chardal loves Nickelback.
Anyway, we're going to limit our.
There you go. There you go.
Are you crapping on me or what? Are you serious?
No, look. Chardal loves Nickelback. He says it right here. Look.
Oh.
I love Nickelback.
Hey, Chardal in the house. Any other given year, I would have said, hey, come on in, sing some Nickelback. But, you're out. He's out, Eric.
Oh, the Germans say, they play that damn electric freaking, I don't even know what the hell it's called. It's bad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's bad. It's that.
Right now
it's so
in Winnipeg, and this doesn't factor in the winds, Eric. It feels, what it feels like. It's twice as cold with winds.
Yeah.
Right now, an extreme cold warning, and it's minus 18 degrees. Overnight low minus 19 Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit. There we go.
And you're freezing. It's cold, freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
But guys, there's the temperature in Winnipeg right now. It's freezing in here. And that's why, you notice the last 2 nights, Eric, I got my San Francisco hoodie on. It's freaking cold up here. I hate it up here, man. Bernice, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Oh, and then I was supposed to go to Las Vegas next month. All excited about getting away. Vegas is no. I love going to Vegas. And guess what?
Not going to Vegas.
Scorpions have decided no show until August because one of the band members is like on death's door. So I guess I can't hold it against them. But
that sucks.
I was looking forward to that. So I guess I'm going to go to maybe I'll go to. Should I go to Daytona? Maybe I'll go to Daytona, Florida. Go to the NASCAR race, Daytona 500.
Ooh, jeez.
Fox. Have you ever gone to a NASCAR race, Eric?
No, but I did see the time trials in Phoenix.
NASCAR race, best sporting event I have ever attended in person, bar none.
What? No, you weren't. I was in the video, Insane in the Membrane, bro. Okay, hold on.
We're not allowed to show it.
Oh no! Hold on.
Duke Snyder. Duke Snyder was the one of the guys when I grew up listening to the radio. Duke Snyder was the color commentator.
No, you were not.
Ooh, Dallas.
Senior.
You've been to the Indy 500 too? Oh,
hold on. I got to get down to. We got to get where in the video because I'm bringing it up.
Dallas, who's your guy? I got to know who your guy is.
Hold on, I'm bringing it up right now.
Bernice wears her. Bernice wears her M&M's garb at the.
Okay.
Races.
You know what part? What part of the video are you in? Because I'm gonna look. I got it up right here. I got to take a look, and we'll play that small little clip.
31.
No way, dude.
PMG. I'm not a big fan of the dirt tracks, but hey, I'm open. I would go. Invite me. We'll go to a race.
Where is it at, Senior? Are you in the beginning, middle, end?
Insane in the Membrane.
Insane in the Membrane. Insane in the brain. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain.
Come on, Eric.
It's a free shot. I'm out of sync, jumping up and down. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. I said, give me a minute here, Glenn. I'm looking at this. Don't you know I'm loco? Okay, first off, is it the back of your head or can we see you? Because I see a lot of people jumping.
I didn't know Senior. I didn't know Senior. How old Senior?
He's around my age, around 50, 51.
Oh, yeah, so he fits into the old Cypress era, doesn't he?
Way.
Cypress Hill. Dude, Eric, you know this show would totally go off the rails if we were allowed to play music. Oh,
that would be so much fun. No, you could see. No kidding, man. That's okay. I gotta find this, man. Okay. No. Did you go up on Stained? Okay, he's gonna send it to me. Man, this is a catchy tune, dude. This is a catchy tune.
Oh, I like it. Cypress Hill, man. It was my younger days.
Insane in the membrane.
I was into that. I was into heavy rock, hard rock, glam rock. Man, if it was rocking, I loved it. Eric, do you know the band Helix? Does anybody in the chat know Helix?
I've heard of Helix.
Oh, jeez.
I just think I saw Glenn in a Nickelback music video.
My daughter's listening in the other room. Did you hear? She's laughing.
No.
Easy over there. She starts laughing. She's not a big Nickelback fan.
Man.
Hey. Oh, yeah, Graham. See, I get an invite to go to a race, Eric. Graham inviting me. The furthest spot I could go. No. You know what, Graham? I appreciate. Isn't Graham over in, like, Scotland?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, put that. I'll take it under advisement. I appreciate the offer.
So, Steve-O, hey, you look pretty. It looks pretty straight on, man. Are those your pups? I see the San Francisco 49ers logo on one, and the other one that's hard to see.
Nothing wrong with the mullets.
It's nice.
It's coming back slowly.
Nice, Steve. Looks good, man. Looks good.
Coming. You know, by mid-season, she's going to be back.
No way.
All right. Who is this, Eric? Who's Don? Dr. Don Rose. Why even? Let's dare not ask.
I don't know. Google.
No, I better not. I don't want to know. It can't be good.
The only thing is you need a morning coat and a top hat. You won't get in otherwise.
What about my fedora? I look good in a long black coat and a fedora.
Glenn played the dad in Twisted Sister.
Hey, you're a big wrestling guy. Who's the guy, Eric? Who's the guy who just passed away and he was the dad in Cyndi Lauper's Girls Just Want to Have Fun? You don't know? I got to look that up. This has gone off the rail. Saturday Night Special.
What does he say? There's a line that the dad says in that Twisted Sister.
Who was the dad in
He's just foaming at the mouth.
Captain
Lou Albano? Captain Lou, I think, has been dead for a while. Yeah, Joshua. Yeah.
Who was the dad in Girls Just Want to Have Fun? Lou Albano. That's right.
He died way back.
Died in 2009.
Yeah.
He was the dad, wasn't he?
I think so. Yeah, he was a manager, WWF, man.
Do you like Cyndi Lauper? I like Cyndi. Bernice just went to see her a couple of weeks ago at the Chase Center or one of the. Maybe it was in San.
Got a couple of songs.
Money changes everything. She bop. Yeah. I don't like her slow stuff, but. Yeah.
Dad, dude, look what. I know my new dog is a Giants fan as I caught him eating his own
poop. Well,
oh man, that's so hilarious.
Join the fraternity, man. You can join the fraternity. We've been known to poo-poo around here, Eric.
Hillbilly Jim. I liked Hillbilly Jim. He was a favorite wrestler of mine.
Here's a good one, Eric. Since we got nothing to talk about.
Yeah, now where are we going? First concert ever attended.
First concert I ever went to that you guys would know. I went to a group called the Carlton Show Band, an Irish group when I was a kid. Loved them. First real group I saw was it was one of two. It was right around the same time, Eric. So split the difference. Within the same month or two, my first concerts. Oh, my first concert was Trooper, opened for April Wine.
Never heard
what a show. Guys, Miles Goodwin just passed away, 13 months ago.
Oh, Dan had an interesting story over on MHC talking about what he learned from his brother. Something to do with poop and a friend's car.
Okay.
Oh, man, dude.
Ooh. And the second slot, I saw Rod Stewart and ZZ Top.
Oh, shit. Dan's first concert was Journey in the front row. Right in the front row.
At the Pavilion. Oh. I was up there last year to see Snoopy Dogg.
Oh, you guys remember that one, huh? Yeah, Dan, we remembered.
Right on. Ferguson. Ferguson says Rick Springfield, right?
Oh, you saw Rick, right?
I saw Rick 2 months ago. I just saw Rick. How about that? Making fun of it, but I saw Rick. Where is he here? Me and Rick. He's got a lot. Yeah. The only thing about Rick Springfield, the guy's in his 70s, Eric. He's trying to look young. He wears a lot of makeup. There's me and Rick.
What the hell?
Can you see Rick?
Yeah, why is he wearing makeup?
Because he's 70s and he looks like he's 40. But how about
that's weird? Here, put that up. Put that up.
I don't want to show me. There he is.
Oh.
I had my Giants hat on, but
that is weird. What is he doing?
A lot of eyeshadow and
he's got foundation eyeliner, dude.
Yeah, what do you call that stuff? What do you call that stuff, Eric? And You can't smile?
Botox.
Yeah, he's got Botox. That's what it's called. Look at his mouth. He's smiling. Oh, big smile.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about the band shirt I was rocking that day?
What the hell is the Zit Remedy? What is that?
The Zit Remedy, guys. That's the one show I wish I could see. The Zit Remedy.
Hey, Glenn, how you doing, my friend? I just got some Botox.
Not bad, Eric. How you doing?
Oh my God.
The Zit Remedy. Everybody got something. They'll never give up. They'll take your money and
never heard of this. You're singing a song I have never heard of.
And
look at Don, his first concert, Iron Maiden at Cal Expo.
Ooh, Run for the Hills, baby.
Run for the hills.
I saw them open. I told you this before on the air, Eric, and guys don't have to believe me. I went to the very first night, the first ever show, Guns N' Roses.
Really?
And they opened for Iron Maiden.
No shit.
It was called, which tour was it called? They had just released an album.
Kidding.
We were playing it at the radio station, and I was young back then. Believe it or not. They opened up the first show on the first night of the tour with Iron Maiden, and it was called the Can I Play with Madness tour. The album was called Can I Play with Madness? Yeah. And I was going to, I told the story before, guys. I told this one to Eric. I mean, you guys probably heard it already, but I'm telling it again anyway. I'm driving to work, doing the morning show on the radio one morning. Not a car in sight, Eric. No, but not a peep. It's me and stoplights. And I have to pass the airport. And I'm driving past the big chain fence. You can't get in. What's there? Huge 747. And the tail is that
Eddie.
Yes. Eddie. Iron Maiden was at the airport. So I promptly pulled a Yui and went over there, but I wasn't allowed to get through to that side because of the, what do you call
Security.
it? Yeah. What do they call it?
Restricted area for the airport. Yeah.
Yeah. The Homeland Security. Homeland Security.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know me. And they're like, yeah, I can't let you go through there. I'm like, oh, Christ. I want to meet the band, man.
Well, you know,
nobody there but rules. I mean, that's.
If I'm not mistaken, the front man flies it too, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I saw the plane and I wanted to get a picture of it, but because it's 5 o'clock in the morning, Eric, I couldn't. I had one of those flip phones and just black screen.
Just black.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw some good things. A buddy of mine had to go. I told you this story. Madonna gets off at the airport, and she's on a private jet. And Eddie Pico, the Minister of Education of all people, he's at the airport picking somebody up, probably his lovely wife, or he's the guy. God, I got to write a book someday, Eric. So Ed Pico, do you remember the night I told you about Eddie? Probably not. You don't listen to me. I had told you Ed Pico's son's name. He's such a big Chicago Blackhawks fan. Hockey guy.
Mm-hmm.
His son's name is Puck.
Puck Pico?
Puck Pico.
Puck Pico. You never told me this.
I thought it. Maybe I told it over on.
I would have remembered Puck Pico.
I think I mentioned it when I was over on Northern California Sports and Entertainment Network. Yeah, big hockey fan, so we named his son Puck. I'm like, first time I ever met him through an acquaintance. Hey, he goes, you're the guy on the radio. I'm like, yeah, what's your name? My name's Ed. This is my son Puck. And at first, you ever in a situation, Eric, where you know you heard it, but you're like, I must be hearing something different. What's your son's name? Puck. And I go, what's his name? Like, I'm not understanding. Puck. His name's Puck. I'm like in hockey, Puck. And I'm trying not to laugh, right? Anyway, he's at the airport with his son, picking up somebody at the airport. Madonna comes out. And because he's the minister, the girl at the Homeland Security, she goes, oh, I'd like to introduce you to our Minister of Education. This is Mr. Pico. Nice to meet you. She goes, oh, can I talk to you for a minute? He's like, yeah. Do you know where do you know where I can get some Coke?
What?
Yeah.
What? Hold on.
This,
What'd you just say?
Yeah. So this guy's running around. This guy's running around working the phones. He's like, I got Madonna here, and she's looking for Coke. She wants Coke.
No.
Anyway, he goes back. He goes back humbly, right? A few minutes later, he goes,
she's asking the Minister of Education where she can score cocaine. Get out of here, man.
Well, Eddie goes back over to Madonna and says, darling, I did my best, but I can't find any. She goes, oh, that's okay. The girl from the Homeland Security is looking after it. And they proceed to walk out with like 3 cases of Coke. A cola.
Get the hell out of here.
I'm serious.
Come on, man.
And Ed never thought about it. He tried to get me a few times on the radio. He'd call up the studio. He goes, oh my God, Glenn, Mitsu's over at the airport.
Oh, how do I freaking download this?
And Mitsu's in Ireland today. Oh, okay. Or he'd get some girl he knows to call up the radio. Hi, this is Mitsu. Because you know it's true. You know we did share this on the air, guys, talking about music.
Damn it. I'll be right back.
Eric and I were telling a story one night about me meeting Sammy Hagar, right?
Oh, yeah. Here, I'll be right back. I'm just going
to I'm not going to share it in detail.
It's literally 5 seconds. I got to get a cord.
Yeah, so I'm doing the radio show one day. Who comes through Homeland Security at the airport? But the front man for Van Halen, Sammy Hagar. And I'm in the middle of the 5-song superset on the Drive to 5. I'm playing Van Halen that day. So that could not happen. That was like winning the lottery, the chances. It's your 5-song music marathon just after 4 on the Drive to 5 featuring Van Halen. His wife's at the airport, hears me, and she's like, oh my God, I'm in the middle of nowhere. And can I go anywhere and not hear you? He turns around and says to the Homeland Security girl, who we all know, oh, is that guy like on satellite radio? She goes, no, he's at the radio station just down the street. Sammy Hagar got her to telephone. We get him on the phone. So he calls up, hey, it's Sammy Hagar. First thing I say.
That's crazy.
I say, frig off, Eddie. Oh, again.
Get out of here, man.
Anyway, he calls. I hang up. He calls back. It really is Sammy Hagar, and it made the Washington Post. And in fact, I got asked, 2 months ago, they did a follow-up story on people I've met throughout the years in the Washington Post. So, guys, if you Google my name and Washington Post, or my name, Glenn, Washington Post, Sammy Hagar, up comes the story. Glenn's doing the radio show. Phone rings. Request line, Drive to 5. Hey, man, it's Sammy Hagar. Eric, isn't that pretty cool?
That's pretty damn awesome.
And then I showed you, Eric doesn't know the life I live, the wild life. I think it was a couple of days late because of the mail. Do you remember December 27th? I sent you a text, Eric, and I said, oh, the mail must have been slow. I got my Christmas card. And you're like, from who? I go,
oh, yeah.
I said, Charlotte Stewart. You're like, who? Then I sent you the picture, and you're like, holy shit, man.
Dude, that was pretty cool.
That's cool. Miss Beadle from the Little House on the Prairie. And you're a big Prairie fan.
Oh, man.
Well, I get my annual Christmas card from Charlotte Stewart saying, Glenn, Bernice, Merry Christmas. Hope to see you soon. Eric's like, frig off, man. Frig off.
That was pretty damn cool.
It is, man. I meet some cool people in my business. I met you.
Hey, how about that?
If that's cool, I guess.
I'm not up there with Sammy Hagar.
No. It was pretty cool, man. Sammy Hagar walking in.
Where was he flying to again? Was he flying over to Europe?
From Ireland to Los Angeles, and the stop.
Oh, he's going the other way. Okay,
halfway. Yeah, they were doing a tour in Europe.
Was this when he was still with Van Halen, or was he solo at this time?
I believe he was solo, Eric, to be honest with you, or he wouldn't have been. Well, you never know. Maybe they just fly their own. He was on his own plane. I thought that was pretty cool. And the fact that the story makes the Washington Post. I thought that was pretty cool.
How the heck does that happen?
Yeah. And they talked in the story about Bruce Willis. I think you brought it up on the show, Eric. Bruce Willis, he comes into town, gets off. He wouldn't get off the plane to go through security. He got off. They opened the door. It's like minus 47 degrees Fahrenheit, Eric.
Mm.
And he turns to the girl and says, I'm going back on the plane. And why? His quote, because of the cold temperatures in Canada, he goes, I thought it was hot in hell, which people did not take. They took offense to it. Yeah, people were, I'm never watching another one of his movies, and I'm not listening to him. And we had to boycott. We couldn't play his stuff on the radio.
What? Wow. Yeah. All right.
We did the cover of Under the Boardwalk.
Check this out.
What you got, baby?
Senior.
Is that him?
How about that? Look at that. We got a celebrity in the house. Senior softball games there with freaking Cypress Hill during the recording of.
That's pretty cool.
Insane in the Membrane.
Trying to.
Let's do this one more time. Look at this. Awesome, man.
We're telling Eric, Eric, you start the show tonight. Give us a lecture on not drinking in front of your kids. and Senior, the great dad that I know him to be, is appearing in Cypress Hill videos. Kind of an oxymoron. Isn't it?
Oh my God.
You give it a lecture.
We're adults here, though. There's no kids in this thing.
Well, that's true. I mean, you got to be an adult to come into this show.
As a matter of fact, when we set up the show, it says, is it made for kids? It's no. Hey, man. That was great. Oh, shit. That's awesome.
Yep, true. So, guys, not only do I meet guys, like musicians in the funniest of places and funny stories come out of them. Look what, did you notice when you were driving and leaving either in, probably out of my place, when you came to my condo or condo, did you notice what is directly across the street from me?
Another big building. Oh, is that what it is right across the street?
Yep. There's the rail yard. The first stop.
Oh, it's on the other end. Okay, yeah, I didn't even say that.
We open up the blinds, and there it is, right, staring us in the face, man. I live across the street from my heart. So they'll go on the radio in the Bay Area, 105.3, saying, coming up in 5 minutes, Bruce Springsteen's going to be live on the air here at iHeartRadio. So I boot her down there, Eric, and I wait for him to come out and get my album signed. Pretty cool, man. There's nothing wrong, guys, with living in the Bay Area. I love it.
Hey, look at this, Graham.
Love it. I was at the mall, and who walks into the Aritzia store? But Melissa, not Melissa Etheridge. Yeah, Melissa Etheridge, not Melissa Etheridge. Jesus, I've told this story 100 times. Oh, Jesus, Eric, who's the Canadian girl? Not Melissa Etheridge. Who sings? But I'm here to remind you.
Oh, Alanis Morissette. You
yes.
met Alanis Morissette, huh?
At the mall, Westfield Mall in San Francisco. She's buying leather jackets for her entourage at Christmas back in 2014. Wow. No, 2012. And you know what it was? It was about 4 days after the week of Matt Cain's Perfect Game.
Oh, no kidding. Wow.
He threw that on like a Thursday night. It was Saturday afternoon at the mall. I'm like, holy shit.
It was like in August, right?
So Alanis Morissette. She's a good looking lady.
Cool. So, Graham, look at this. He marched in royal occasions at royal funerals. Interesting. Hey, Graham, by which one would you have marched in?
I'm sure the music wasn't the greatest, but
that must have been quite something. Oh, wait, hold on. I went to London to be at the funeral of the boss. She was my boss, and I was at her mother's funeral.
Ooh. Steve Anglin, Queen. Oh, his wife, Steve Anglin.
Oh, the funeral of the Queen mother.
Mrs. Anglin.
Wow.
And Graham saw the Queen mother. There you go.
He marched in the royal procession of her funeral.
Oh, well, hey, how old was he? We'll find him. We'll find him.
Oh too. Yeah, hey, you got a photo?
Yeah, if we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna talk about it on Giant Sports Talk Live.
Man,
we'll need some proof.
Man,
sir.
we got. Look at this. We got this. We got Charlie hitting. Oh my God!
Oh my! He didn't even hit the ball. He hit the tee. He went out. Oh my God!
That's awesome, ain't it?
Did you hear the crowd? Or I don't know.
Yeah.
Holy shit! He hit it out. He hit the tee.
Yeah.
How old was he there?
Oh gosh, I don't know. How old was he there, senior? That was his son.
Oh, you're bringing a tear to my eye. Play it again, Eric. Play it again. I want to see it again. I got to see it. Guys, get ready. This.
Oh my God! Oh my! He didn't even hit the ball. He hit the tee. He went out. Oh my God!
Look at the swagger. The swagger.
I know, man. He's awesome.
Sign him up. Holy.
Yep. Look at that. We got that. We got
I love the video. Oh my God! He didn't even hit the ball. He hit the tee.
and there he is.
What a
with,
swing!
There he is with JD.
What a nice swing. Oh yeah, I like that one.
There he is when he went and saw Judge.
Nice.
Yeah. Freaking awesome.
That's awesome, dude. We got some cool guys.
And then we got
Cooler than us.
cool,
Hey, senior.
So damn cool, man.
I'm going to go on the radio show next week, and I'm going to say, I know a guy who is in the Cypress Hill video, and I'm going to play the song. I'll play this. I'm going to play it.
Oh, dude, this is so damn funny.
Hey, if you guys want to catch me on the radio, I'm on at 10 a.m. Eastern weekdays over on our website, giantsportstalk.com or giantsportstalklive.com. I don't use our own website every. I was like, "What's your phone number?" I'm like, "I don't know." Jeez, you're supposed to know. Anyway, giantsportstalklive.com. Right now, it's the Saturday. Oh, what time is it? Yeah, it's Saturday night dance party still rocking over there. And then I'm going to be on Monday to Friday again next week. So if you want to check it out, I play new wave music over there.
New wave.
And then you can reach me. Jesus Christ, Eric. You can catch me mid-mornings on a station that doesn't broadcast on the World Wide Web, though. Then you can catch me overnights on Oldies 96. Bernice is cutting me off. She goes, next time they call, just say no. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I love being on the radio. Love playing the music, man.
Nice.
Love doing this show. It doesn't usually meander.
Yeah,
like
we're kind of just shooting. Hey, we got to end on a positive. It was a little bit too negative today.
Hey,
I
love the video,
right? No,
video.
I tell you what, though. You talk about calling a spade, right?
Yeah.
You got to do that. And if I think again, if it's hey, it's our show, right, Glenn? And if I want to come on here and say, hey, something doesn't pass the smell test, I'm going to come out and say it. That's the way I'm going to be. I'm not going to sit there and
no way, man. They
should
be held accountable for that action this afternoon, man.
Yes. 100%.
Let's hope the San Francisco Giants take note of this, what's being said, because
yeah, I mean, come on.
If we're saying it, if you and I are saying it, imagine what the average couple down the street are saying.
To be honest with you, I'm surprised that that was on the San Francisco Giants Twitter where they posted that. So I mean, yeah, people might think, oh, it's not a big deal, and that's fine. If you don't think it's a big deal, that's on you, man. But I'm just going by what I'm saying.
Dan says, if I have the first pick in this year's fantasy baseball draft, who are you taking? Who would I take? First overall? First overall, I'd take Shohei. Did I have first or second last year?
Third.
Yeah,
No.
I took Shohei. I took him in the first round
Third.
last year, so I'd take him first. If Shohei was gone, I would take Mookie.
You know who I think I would take? I think, and this might be a little bit. How about Bobby Witt Jr.?
Bobby Witt. No. Oh, first overall?
Yeah.
I don't want to give away trade secrets here, guys, but you take Shohei Ohtani because every 6th day he's pitching for you.
I don't. We'll see, and that's the thing. I don't think he's going to have as big numbers with pitching.
Dude, I was suffering in pitching last year. I could have used the help.
Glenn had the second pick. Okay, he had the second pick.
And do you remember who had the first pick and who was selected ahead of
Yeah, the first pick was Mookie, right?
I didn't take Wilmer last year.
Who was it that had the first pick?
Wilmer free
But
agent.
it was Mookie. I think Mookie went number 1, right? I'm almost no, it was Acuna. Acuna went first, I think.
Okay, Acuna.
Right, Dan? Didn't Acuna went first?
And then in the second round, I got Vladdy Guerrero because we snaked it.
Yeah, it was a snake.
So he made Vladdy lasted all the way through the first round and all the way. So he would have been picked about almost 30th.
Yeah, I was surprised. He started off slow, but he finished strong, man.
And I got Santander in the 5th round. I drafted well, just didn't. Oh, you know who I got in the 4th round ahead of Santander? Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo, yeah.
And I traded Jung-Hoo. I traded Jung-Hoo to Dan. And 2 days later, Jung-Hoo was out for the year. Who else did I trade? Made another trade with Dan. Oh, I traded him Yamamoto, and he missed about 4 months. He got hurt 2 days later.
Remember Spencer Strider? Someone had Spencer Strider, and they lost him for the whole year. I was like, man, that's tough.
I traded Dan my first round pick.
Yeah.
I traded Shohei to Dan. And I got, what's his name?
After I traded Dan, Ellie De La Cruz.
You wouldn't trade him to me.
I tried to ask you. You were saying, I'm standing pat.
And then I ended up, do you know who I will not deal with? I won't even pick up the phone and call anymore. No more trade offers.
I already know. I know. Dilly.
Yeah. I offered Dilly 65 trades last year.
I tell you what, but you know what?
Dilly has a case of the San Francisco Giants. I can't move off that player. He would not trade me a sticky thumb.
He's shrewd. He was shrewd.
Nothing
wrong with being shrewd.
And shrewd and rude because he would not deal with me.
He didn't deal with me. And I was trying to get I didn't reach out to him a lot because I knew that he was comfortable with who he had. So, and again, you can't, it's hard to go in there and say, okay, it's got to be as much as possible a win-win if you can.
Actually, I got Vladdy Guerrero in the 3rd round last year. You know, my 2nd round pick was, Eric, in the snake. So 1st round, I picked, obviously, Shohei. I got Schwarber in the 2nd round. Then Vladdy, then then Jung-Hoo, then Santander, and then I don't know what I got. I got pitching, I guess. But seems like forever ago, that draft. Man.
Speaking of which, hey, before we get out of here,
yeah,
what's going on with Alonso and Bregman?
All right there, Chardal. Eric and I'll put Eric down for an appearance on the show. February 22nd.
Okay.
Eric will make it a 4-way sweep. He'll do 4 shows. That'll be a first, Eric. We'll put you down on Chardal. That'll give you 4 shows that day.
It depends if everyone else is going at the same time.
I think I'm over on Christian show this week.
Nice.
Tough shoes to follow.
Knock it out, man.
We'll see what happens.
Knock it out.
I'll be yelling. Hey, I'll guarantee you one thing, guys. If I'm on Skater's show on Thursday, I guarantee you one thing. Not a lot of guarantees in life, but I'll be yelling at somebody before the show's over. Oh,
but real quick. Alonso, Bregman, what's going on?
Not hearing a word, you?
Not a damn word.
No.
Not a damn word.
Somebody said earlier in our chat that he's going to turn down the offer from the Blue Jays. Not that I knew there was a sizable offer or anything going on there, but I don't know, Eric. Again,
The owners
get approval
looking to get Santander.
After the top couple are off the board. Owners seem to be getting shrewd. That's what they did last year. Snell.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
it's close the deal.
To be honest with you, I'm surprised that both Alonso and Bregman are still out there. They were up there. They were not that far behind Juan Soto and Willie Adames, right?
And quite frankly, to wrap up the show at exactly the 2-hour mark, I do not want to talk about Santander, and I do not want to talk about Pete Alonso. Good night, Eric.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
Night, guys. We're back tomorrow night. We'll do all the shenanigans all over again from square one. Your donation time is appreciated. Please support our sponsors like bettercreditcards.com. And if you're in the Bay Area, go visit Jim and the boys over at Lefty's. You will be glad that you did. Tell them Glenn sent you and you want a deal on the Wilmer Flores stuff. All right.
There you go.
Got a few left. They're selling like hotcakes. And tomorrow night, we'll catch you at 8 o'clock. See you then, Eric.
All right. See you guys tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Glenn. Tomorrow, 8 o'clock, 8:30, somewhere around there. Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.